Hello, I'm Pamela, the Stamping Pink Rose, and I'm back with a video this time. This week we've been working on Sheltering Tree stamp set right here. And we've been working on a series of cards. We started with thinking of you, and a thank you, and then a birthday. So now we're going to step it up a notch. This is day 4 of the series, and so we're going to do something a little different, and that's why I'm doing the video. Instead of just showing you the card and the picture on my blog site, I'm going to show you how to do this wonderful card. And this came by the way of Brian King, who happened to show how to do this. I've changed up the stamp set a little bit, the colors a little bit, and doing that. So we're going to use Sheltering Tree. We're going to stamp it first, though, with out of Lovely Amazing You, which was one that was shown a few weeks ago, and I'm hoping it's still available because I really like the sentiments on it. So what I'm going to do is the one I am picking is Lovely Amazing You to stamp with. And let me find it. Lovely Amazing You. Now, what I was thinking on this one here, and let me give it a block over here, is what I was thinking on it with a Lovely Amazing You, that you could turn around and then with the inside of the card, you could stamp it with, where is that thing? Can't thank you enough. So it could be a thank you card, and then you've done the inside too with a stamp, and you don't have to do all the work. So now, I guess I forgot to grab Early Espresso. I'm using Early Espresso for my inside of the card, for the center of the card is what I'm trying to say. And remember, because this is photopolymer, you want to use the piercing mat, because it just works really nice. Now I've inked it up. I'm going to put this in the middle. You can see what this looks like now. We're going to lay that aside. I'm going to close this up, and I'm just going to toss this on over here. Get it out of our way. I'm going to get the Blushing Bride. I'm going to take this. Now what I've taken is strictly the leaves that are on the Sheltering Tree. We aren't going to do anything with the tree, nothing with the bicycle, none of that. We're going to take this, and I do need a piece of scratch paper. So I've got it right here. It's nice when you're be able to work right in your studio. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp off. So I'm going to stamp, and then I'm going to put this paper underneath, and I'm going to stamp. And I'm using Blushing Bride right now. So what I'm going to do is, all I'm going to do is go in around the edge, stamp off, go in on the edge, so you're kind of close to where the words are, but you aren't going in on the words. Stamp off, stamp on. Okay, we have a little bit of the corner that we didn't get, so we'll just go back. We'll hit the corner like that. We'll turn it. We're going to stamp. We're going to hit it again. And I'm going to stamp. And I'm going to go in. I'm going to stamp off. I'm going to stamp in. I'm going to stamp off. And what it does is, by stamping off, it gives it a little more of a faded touch. And I've got one spot here that I got. Now, hopefully you can see this a little bit of what it looks like. And then now I'm going to go back, and I'm going to strictly stamp. I'm going to not stamp off. I'm going to stamp off the edge a little bit. I'm going to stamp again. And I'm not stamping off this time. And I'm just going to keep repeating all around. If you make it air, it's not going to make a difference. This is what's so nice about it. This is going to look very artistic, but yet it's very simple. Okay, now I'm just going to strictly, normally I clean this, and I'm just going to stamp off. Close this up. Put that one over there. Get it out of our way. Bring out crisp cantaloupe. Bring that up. And guess what we're doing? We're stamping. Stamp off. Stamp on. And we're going to not go as far in. We're going to stamp off. And we're going to just hit it. And we're going to stamp on. Stamp off. And I've got a little bit here. And I'm going to stamp off. I'm going to hit it a little farther in because there's some bare spot. Stamp off. There was no rhyme or reason on this. Stamp, stamp off, stamp on, stamp off, stamp on. Just keep repeating all the way around like what I'm doing. Just strictly stamping off. Now, you have a lovely card already done. Very artistic. Somebody's going to think you've done a lot of work to it when you send out this beautiful thank you card. Then what you're going to do is I have got my paper 8.5 folded by 5.5. I have bone folded it like I've told you to do. And you know how I always use a cardstock behind because I think it's easier to stamp the inside. Next move is going to be and let me grab some tape if I've got it handy. There we go. And we're going to just quickly, I'm going to go right down the edge. Just like that. I'm going to put it on. I'm going to get it on. I'm trying to do this quickly. Okay, it's on. Next move, here comes the early espresso I'm using. I think it's pretty with the colors of the pink and the cantaloupe. I'm going to put that on. Got it. Next, I'm going to go right down the thing on this. Right down the edge. Card done. Don't we have a beautiful card? And as I said, I would take and go ahead on the inside and use Can't Thank You Enough, because a lovely, amazing you. You could also leave it blank and write a note. That's what's nice about using the white. So I've got the Whisper White, I've got the Crisp Cantaloupe, and I have got Early Espresso as my base. Have a good day and enjoy, and please check me out at Stampin' Pink Rose. And my blog has been completely redone. You'll find a note coming up on it in the next day or so explaining the whole thing. So, have a good day and do some exploring on my blog. I think you're going to find it quite interesting, the changes I've made. Take care.